Hi everybody, Rochelle here from Quebec CICHLIDS. Today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of those nasty streaks and stains from your aquarium. So first things first, the basics. A bit of vinegar, a scrubber, and/or a scraper. So what I'll just do is put the vinegar on the scrubber and scrub. A little bit of elbow grease, usually that does the trick. If that doesn't work when it's still humid, use a scraper and just your regular handheld scraper with a razor blade on it and scrape it off. This is the first step that you're gonna take because everyone has something like this at home and it's really easy. If it doesn't work, you're gonna have to go to the hardware store. So this is where my demonstration starts. So I have this 150-gallon aquarium with two big streaks right down in the 1/3 and 2/3 mark. So I honestly don't know where these streaks are from. The aquarium came with them, and I know I have to get rid of it because it is not that nice. So first things first, this works 99% of the time. It's called Barkeeper's Friend. You get this at any home hardware store. It is $2. So all you need for this is the Barkeeper's Friend and a scrubber. Ideally also, you should use some gloves. The main active ingredient is oxalic acid, which is a very strong acid. So it's pretty rough on your hands. If ever you have some open cuts or scrapes, then definitely use gloves. As an adult, I'm aware of the consequences that my actions can have, and I choose not to wear gloves. I probably should for demonstrations, but I don't. Also, not found at the hardware store, but found in your own pharmacy, elbow grease. So just start scrubbing, and usually it should go away. This recipe is perfect for the frame because you can't take a razor blade to the frame of your aquarium. It's in plastic. It'll just scratch. So the scrubber and the Barkeeper's Friend, usually it just takes all that white stuff off. I used it throughout season 1 of my Fish Store Xtreme Makeover, which by the way, season 2 is starting very soon. I took that decision this morning that I'm gonna start working on this. So I have some planning to do, but it's coming. Brace yourselves, summer is coming. Spoiler, in season 2, there's gonna be a lot more Barkeeper's Friend. So as you see in this demonstration, it doesn't work. So at this point, I am completely baffled. I have no idea what to do. So I took to Google and I researched a little. I thought, what do I have? I have acetone. So it turns out I didn't have acetone in stock, so I had to go back to the hardware store and get some acetone. I honestly suggest if you're just starting out and you don't know which one to choose, the Barkeeper's Friend, which is a lot safer. But if you've tried it and it doesn't work, try acetone. So once I had that, don't forget that acetone, now why I did not have it is that it is extremely volatile. This is also why it's safe to use in an aquarium, but it has to be emptied. If the acetone gets in the water, it's oily and it'll stay in and it'll be very hard to get out after. So dry your aquarium before using this. This is another technique you can use for the stronger stains. So basically just put it on a rag and scrub. Scrub with all your might. So it is not working again. This is starting to be a very long and confusing day. So at this point, if it hasn't worked with the razor blade, household products, home hardware products, you're gonna have to be savvy. For the next step, I will try something a little harder. I consulted a lot of people because I never get to this point with an aquarium. Honestly, this project was supposed to be done before lunch. At this point, it's later in the afternoon and it's still not working, but I have a good feeling about this one. So I bought a buffer ball, which is what you use to get rid of tiny scratches in aquarium glass. So I figured anyways, it'll be good to have. Put the buffering, it's pumice ball, honestly can't remember how it's called, put it on a drill. I used a putty that I found on the internet. This video on how to get rid of scratches on your car windshield. He uses these products. After I obviously had to Google the products to make sure that they are aquarium safe, and they are. So it's a mixture of, he uses 75% fast orange hand cleaner that you can get at the hardware store. It's not the body shop kind of hand cleaner. And there is also a turtle wax, 25% turtle wax. So you have your putty, put the putty on the streak that you want to get rid of, or the scratch, because at this point it is a tutorial on how to get rid of aquarium scratches. Put it on there and put some on the pumice ball and go at it. Don't press too hard. With this pumice ball, I found that the aquarium glass got very hot. The most important step at this point is putting on some security glasses, because your eyes are precious, and it's not like with your hands where it's okay if you don't use gloves, but you have to be careful. No, no, no. These are your eyes. You do not play around with your eyes. And honestly, I was very happy to use these because it splattered all over my face. It's been a nasty couple of days. Put those glasses on. So it can take a while. It is a long process. And in this case, after the long process, nothing happened. By now it's the end of the day, so I went home and continued on the next day. So by this point I figured I need something even more hardcore. So let's go all in on this. So I used the actual machine that people use to buffer car paint and to get rid of scratches, the actual machine, not the little pumice on the drill. I found the drill was hard to hold, and it got very hot. And my drill, it's a household drill. It's not made to go that long. For aquarium scratches, usually that would work. It's a lot more cost effective, but you'll always have a bit of scratch left. It's not the best option. Not in our case though, I was able to borrow a buffer machine. So it's really the same process, the same putty that you put on the streak. I put some on the plate as well, and just don't press too hard. It has to be able to turn, and just buffer that aquarium glass. So it can take a long time. In this case, I was buffering for a whole hour. And it still didn't work. Now, there is a very important lesson that we learn in the aquarium hobby that we hate it when we learn it. No matter how smart you are, good, experienced, savvy, despite all that, you might fail. And it happens to the best of us. Honestly, in this case, there is nothing else that I can do. That streak is there to stay, and it will stay. So this aquarium will have streaks on it forever. The streaks are a little bit less intense, especially the one that I used the second buffer wheel on. But honestly, if I continued for, let's say, 4 other hours, yeah, maybe it would have worked. All the techniques that I have showed you in this video are proven, have been used. Like I said before, just the first ones, usually that'll get rid of your streaks. But sometimes, nothing will. C'est la vie. So if you watch this video to the end and are getting discouraged, do not get discouraged. Honestly, just try these things and they should work. And the Barkeeper's Friends I use, like I said, throughout all the Fish Store Xtreme Makeover. It worked like a charm all the time. So just don't worry about me and my streaked aquarium. That is its life by now. I'll be fine. I'll get over it. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's it for today. I hope these techniques have helped you get rid of your aquarium streaks way more than they have for me. Honestly, this video was supposed to be a really simple, easy little thing. Just, oh, look at the barkeeper's friend, it works, and nope. So I gave you a bunch of other ideas to try out on your aquarium. And honestly, if you don't know what it is that gave the streak, it'll be very hard to fix it. In my case, I don't have access to the person who originally did the streaks. So I'm kind of stuck because of that. If you don't find the solutions in my video, it makes it so much easier just to Google it, and it's not as complicated as it looks. If ever there is a product that you don't know and that is not covered in this video, just Google it like I did, the turtle wax and the fast orange. I had never heard of these products before. I didn't know if they were good, and I went on forums and a lot of people were saying that they used it and that it was safe and how to get rid of it. So if ever this is the case for you, don't forget to just do your research before you put anything in your aquarium. If there are any chemical products, some can be dangerous, so just be aware of that. So if you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon to get a notification every time I post a new video. I post new videos every week. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a great website where you can shop online and see all the fish I have for sale. I ship throughout Canada. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week with another video where I don't necessarily fail this time. Bye-bye.